that phrase, Christian, Muslim, or whichever religion. 20 seconds. Amen?
Amen.
What we're about to do is to create an impact in Sierra Leone and to ensure that we're able to open up the industry not only to Sierra Leoneans but for Africa. And we want subsequent projects or event like this to continue to happen in Sierra Leone, because the aim of what we want to achieve is we want to change the mentality of other people about the view so far about Sierra Leone films, or what we Sierra Leoneans are doing in terms of film industry. So basically, the collaboration or the partnership, as you guys are saying, or what we're trying to unveil today, is to ensure that we are able to capacitate or build an ecosystem where the filmmakers or the film professionals or the creative people realize that we have full and better potentials to be able to sell out our country, creative, and also our beautiful stories that we have. So I want to thank everybody for contributing so far into this project and ensure or believing that we are able to prove this true. Mr. Nelson and Pastor Afam here have been quite supportive of what the industry is trying to achieve or trying to do. And I believe that an event like this or a project like this is going to change a whole lot of things in the industry. So I say welcome and thanks to all of you journalists for coming.
Thank you very much. Before I pass to my boss, I would like our partner to say something. It's one of the EP, and she's a strong woman. When I approached her around this project, and she said, Pastor, I just finished filming in Sierra Leone, spent a lot of money. If you say we can do it, let's do it. She has been a great help, inspiration. I would call her an iron woman, you know. So I'm going to pass her to say something before we unveil, after our boss says something. So please help me welcome Isaac to say something before we kick off.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon to all those that are watching us right now. I want to say that first, may the Almighty Allah guide and protect us through this project that we are starting now, that we are embarking on, to try to improve the film industry in Sierra Leone. I know I met Pastor John not long, it was just, around January this year. And as he said, I was, shooting a movie, I got some, help from him, in terms of the things that we are doing, and then that was very helpful. So with this project, when I was about to leave, he mentioned to me, and then I didn't hesitate, given that, just for that short time, I see what he was doing, and also working with him, I believe would make a difference. In Sierra Leone, I'm very passionate about the movie industry and trying to see how we can change things, when it comes to the movie sector. I look at the movie sector in Sierra Leone that it's a career path, or it's a sector that we believe that can make a difference in our society. And we say this because we know that when you're into the entertainment, or whether it's movie or music, especially movie, there's a lot of roles, there's a lot of people or individuals that can have a job just because they are into a movie project, right? So that's how I look at it. It's a way for us to create impact. It's a way for us to give other people the opportunity to share their creative side, or their talent when it comes to, telling story, filmmaking, definitely something that many of us can relate to. So with that, I really want to say my name is Dr. KID-AFAN. I'm the president and owner of KID-AFAN Company Limited, and AFANfilms is a production that I've only produced few movies so far. I have done other movies in conjunction with Sarah Network Production. Since that's something, if anybody have watched, that if I'm a producer or co-producer or executive producer, those are movies that I've worked on. But a movie that I've worked on solo, it's called Endless Love. We finished shooting that in February. So we're hoping that to come out. But this project, I know we're gearing towards, something big in our country and something that might be the first. And we really have great hopes. We are optimistic, and I know our pastor is, so I'm looking forward to see how this is going to take us.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you so much, and I would like to give a word to my boss. Since I met pronouncing here, no matter what you think you know, you always meet people that know more than you. Before, I think I'm someone that can use small to achieve a project. And when I met him, I see that I learn more. Before, I think I'm the only one that can use a little change to achieve a big project. But when I met him and I get his idea, the way he does his work, I say, this one I need to go learn more. So since then we've been together, and I always update him what I do, and I know with him he has a lot of passion with what we do, so that's why I told him that this is what we're doing and he's supporting. I said, you need to be here, we need your blessing, we need a word from you. Any way you can support us to see that this project go far, because trust me, I know that this is the time for Sarah to leave this arena to go to a higher level. I know this is the time. And if we miss this time, in life is spiritual, it's rotating. If we miss this particular time, it may take another 50 years to locate us. So we must take advantage. And if you want to understand what I'm saying, there was a time entertainment shifted only to Congo. Anything around entertainment, you can only get it from Congo, build music, whatever. A time came, entertainment moved to Cameroon. A time came, it moved to Abidjan. You understand? Since Nigeria picked that opportunity up to today, nobody has taken it away from them. I believe this is our time, Sierra Leone, to take that mantle and go far. If we miss it this time around, it may take another 100 years. Maybe it's our children that will continue from there. So that's what I believe. So please help me welcome Dr. Nelson.
Thank you. It's actually a pleasure to be here. I will try to keep it simple and sharp. It's good to see that there's investment coming into the industry. More importantly, women are taking the lead. I really like that, because before now, women used to stay in the background. But ever since that women have been taking the lead, we've seen more strides in the entertainment industry. So the whole idea here is not for women to believe that they should be at the back. No. When women are up front, we prefer it. Me personally, I prefer it, because most production that women do, it comes out in the end. Now, coming back to what my brother said about entertainment moving from area to area, from sector to sector. According to the UNESCO's report last year in September, that Africa has got the potential to generate $20 billion annually. This is not our own report, this was their report. But it is up to us to step up. It is very, very important that we step up, because we have the creative stories. Finally, we have people that now believe in it. Slight problem we have, especially amongst us men, we believe that other people should do it for us. No. We have to take charge and make sure we make it work. So if it is going to work, it is up to us. We work with what we have and we make sure that we achieve something and make the movie industry profitable. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate so much. So without wasting much of our time, I'm going to allow my co-producer here to read the synopsis of this project. Then I will just give us a brief about the project. Then we unveil their name, and then that is where we pick it from here.
A vibrant, strong principal lady, Dr. Keita, an advocate for justice, determined to put an end to all forms of injustice against the weak and helpless, especially women. Dr. Keita stepped out into the front reserve for men and fought for a change to become the first female president of the country of Sierra Leone, bringing forth several strong reasons why she thinks she is a better ruler than the 90% men, including her husband, both in her party and in other opposing parties, who came out to contest for the seat of the president of Sierra Leone. Watch out how the heat of the scuffle unravels hate in love as Dr. Keita fights her husband to become the president of the country.
It's just trying to summarize the story. It's going to be a very intense one, because the woman that is fighting for this role is competing with the husband. The husband is in another party, she's in another party, and they are living in the same house. So you can imagine, she's a lawyer, and she has put her husband in prison before because she's no nonsense person. So you should understand that kind of woman. So it's a great movie, and we believe that if it were achieved, we're going to make a mark. And going forward, like I said, we have some foreign expertise that are coming, which will also put light to it, to explain to us, because most of the time when we are doing a project in Sierra Leone and you say you're bringing foreign actors or foreign technical crew, people will start raising eyebrows and all that. My boss here used to correct me on something which I also learned. We should stop saying Sierra Leonean film. We have to start saying African movies, because when you want to do Sierra Leonean film, you are limited. When you want to do African film, you are now expanding. So you're doing a movie that can cut across. The story is not limited in as much as it's been made in Sierra Leone. But trust me, even in short, when the script was sent to most of our technical crew in Nigeria, some of them have accepted a particular amount. When some of them ready, they refuse. They say, "Guy, if you want us to do this, I'm not taking this amount." They say, "This is Hollywood movie that you're doing, and you want us to take this." Some of them changed. You get the point. So now, and it's not a movie that is going to say, "Oh, it's limited." The only thing is that we're going to print Sierra Leone on it. People will know that this is done here, because we're going to advertise our culture, fabrics, and other things. But it's something that can sell in South Africa, sell in America, sell in Nigeria. So we have to open our mind and stop limiting ourselves on, let's just do a salon movie. Let it be a salon that will do it. Or no, if we have the person that can do it and take us out of this place, let it do it. And I get that from him too. A time comes, he said, "No, don't limit yourself here. Don't say, no, I want to do Nigerian film." No, I want to do an African film. I want to talk about Africa. South Africa is Africa. Nigeria, Togo, Benin. So we have to go across. You understand? So basically, that is it. But on that area, we have some foreign guests that are coming on board. But I want Director Kaba to put more light to it, for people to understand, for our people to understand why these people are coming on board. It's just like I was telling some people yesterday, Nigeria, they are doing movies. Nollywood, they are doing their best. But trust me, when you pick a technical person from Hollywood to come to Nigeria, he will change what we're doing, because the experience of a Hollywood director is different from a Nollywood director. They are two different people. A Hollywood director will not believe that you can use $100,000 to do a movie. If that movie is not up to 10 million, 20 million, 300 million, he will say it's a child's play. He will not even take it. But a Nigerian director or producer can take $50,000 to do a movie. A Hollywood movie, so that can this be possible? So when also you bring some Hollywood technical people and come to Sierra Leone to do something, there will be a difference because of experience. And experience comes when you're consistent in what you're doing. If you're on set every day as a director, there is something different you will learn, because you will learn how not to achieve this, on how to achieve it. So there are some things you may face during the period of production that we now connote to experience. That's why even when you're going to look for a job, they want to know how much experience do you have. When you have experience, there are a touch that you're going to give to whatever you're doing that somebody who don't have experience. So I think before we finalize to unveil the name, let's people understand why the foreign guests are coming on board on this project.
Well, actually, as a co-producer for the project, I'm always key about empowering Sierra Leonean creatives and the practitioners themselves.
Mama, I hope you're hearing us.
So, I quite believe that 99%,
Okay, thank you.
99 or 90% of the cast and crew are going to be made up of Sierra Leoneans. So the 5 or 2% are going to be people who get from Nigeria to come and see how we can work together to get a very good production. And for the technical crew, every other person that is coming, we want to ensure that they have a master class or a seminar with our own technical people here to see whether there's something we can exchange before we even start production. That is what I pitched to him, that for anybody coming to Sierra Leone to do a film who is a technical person, we have to tap into that knowledge, because there are things we absolutely lack as an industry which we need to learn from other people. So this is one thing this project is going to create. And I am quite sure the lead characters of the movie are going to be all Sierra Leoneans, and majority, 90%, as I said earlier, are going to be Sierra Leoneans, because it's about empowering the country, but at the same time we don't want to do a film to limit to Sierra Leone. And one or two foreign actors we intend to bring on the project. We believe when you hear the name, you know that these people have really impacted the Africa or the global industry when it comes to film. I don't know if I have the right to call the names. Yes, we have Kofi Ajololo from Ghana and Patient Ozuko, right, from Nigeria. So we're going to have these two people coming to Sierra Leone to join our local actors and actresses for us to do a very good project where we believe it will take this industry to another level also. So basically, I don't want anybody to start thinking that we have everything here. Why are they intending to bring people from Nigeria to do this? I always say this. This is a time Sierra Leone need more collaboration and partnership to open up our industry. We've been here for quite a long time, but we've not arrived, we've not achieved yet. And in order for us to arrive or achieve, we need to collaborate more with people who've already arrived or who've already achieved. So for me, I think the technical people we've contacted so far are people who are making waves in the Nigeria or the Netflix industry so far. So we've actually taken our time to assess and to see that a project like this is going to carry 80% of our big actors in Sierra Leone, and ensure that we create a room for the upcoming actors as well, so that it will reflect also a Sierra Leonean story, it will reflect a Sierra Leonean culture, but it is being done for the African community and the globe. So basically, that is the intent of this project, and I believe all filmmakers and film professionals and the creative people in the industry will support and will give their best and their commitment towards the success of an event or a project like this. I think that's all I have to say.
Thank you very much. So, our EP, you're going to unveil the name of the future film. Then, after that, I think I will have a word advice from our senior man here. Then the journalists have time, a few minutes to ask questions, and then we answer them. So if the question is directed to anyone, we answer, or if you are the one to answer, we direct it to you. So we need you to unveil for them to know this future film we want to do, the name, and then what around it. I hope they want to know. Thank you.
To what this project is all about, and after also reading briefly on the script as to what we're really looking at. You said something, Pastor John. I really like the statement that we should use the term, African movies. We have to understand that, Africa is a great continent that people tend to forget or think they forget that we have great talent across the continent. Even for us living in the diaspora, we do face some challenges that when people see us, they think that they globalize or they generalize every individual as if you are from a part of Africa that does not have good roads, that does not have sanitation or proper hygiene. They think of you different, right? So that's something that we try to change the narrative and let them know. Because the first thing they'll ask you, where are you from? Are you from Africa? That's most of the time you hear when you say your name. That's the first thing you will hear. Then sometimes I say, yes, I'm from Africa, I'm from West Africa, Sierra Leone. I said Africa itself has many different countries. So if you generalizing every individual from Africa, we also, when we're doing something, we should be able to be generalizing our work, even though each country has its own style in fashion, in food, but there's many similarities in the things that we believe in the things that we do, and what we want to portray out there for people to see what a great continent we have, and we can see that many other African countries that are doing well and ones that are behind should definitely work in conjunction with other West African nations, South, East, North, just to showcase our talent and see how we can tell the world that we also have brains, we have minds, and another thing that was said that really was important to me, being a female movie producer or executive producer, not just looking at the fact that, okay, women are just meant to be home or be a housewife, but we've seen that has changed over the last decade. Women are coming out now trying to invest in things that they know they can work with men and know that we can push our countries forward and also make a difference in society. So thank you for raising that point up, to one of the person that spoke. I'm sorry I'm not catching everybody's name at this moment, but I really appreciate that, and that's a welcoming feeling to me, knowing that I'm coming into a profession, this is not my background. A little bit about myself. I'm a family nurse practitioner, and I have a doctorate in nursing. I do work in the hospital. I do teach. I do many different things. I produce little stuff here and there. That we see that we call discoveries in education, discoveries in entertainment, food and cuisine. There are many different things that I do. Not just what I do for a living. That's my career on its own, but this is something different for me. And I believe coming in here, trying to invest money as well as working with other Sierra Leoneans, Nigerians, Ghanaians, whoever is going to be part of this project, I believe this is the right call, this is the right time to do that, because what I want to see in Sierra Leone, it's a movie that we can play on international platforms, not just for us in Sierra Leone, but also for other individuals out there to watch what Sierra Leoneans are capable of, or what Africans are capable of doing. I'm sure we see that with the Nigerian movies, the Ghanaian movies, and we believe that, working in this light or working in this direction, we can actually achieve the goal that we have set for. So I want to say I appreciate everybody's comments and feedback. I want people to open up their mind to this project, to know that this is going to be different. This is going to be big. This is going to take Sierra Leone somewhere that we cannot imagine. Because we have passionate executive producers on this project. And we also have passionate directors as well as producers within this. And also the cast and the team that's there right now representing KID-AFAN I'll tell you, they are very dedicated individuals and they are passionate about this project as we are. So I want to say, as you unveil this project, I look forward to greatness, I look forward to success, and we move forward. Thank you.
Thank you. So the name of the project, please. So we need the name.
The name of this project, in conjunction with Pastor John Afam, we want to unveil the Scuffle to the Sierra Leonean and the viewers.
Thank you very much. So the title of the movie is a feature film of we'll be asking for another name for Torso. You can use Torso, you can use Scuffle. So that is the title. And before I allow journalists to want to say something, this project came about me and Mr. Derami Kaba here. When we were brainstorming, we used to. He's so passionate about how Sierra Leone movie will go forward. So each time he will run and call me. Time I'll call him, we'll fight. Guys, how do we push this from this level? So it was in his house that we are seated in the parlor and we were discussing. He said, we have this project, we have that project. I said, guy, we don't need plenty. We don't need to compile big project and keep saying, we need the one that will work well. And he said, okay, what do we do? That is where the idea of this particular project came in his parlor. I pick it up, I run. The next time I tell him, guy, I have an idea of a story and I share with him. He said, no, this idea is great. We send to a script writer, we send money, the person start writing. Then on the process, I say, God, this is a huge project. We can't handle this, so no money. I called her, I said, Mama, this one there, how are we going to do this? Okay, Pastor, I know I just spent money, I just left Africa, but because you're there, I'm there. I said, the first time they brought it, I looked at it, I said, this is not what I'm looking for. We called another person, he edited it, he would say, this is not what I'm looking for. Then we have to now have some transaction with some Nigerians, which we don't want to unveil, but some Nigerian, they are marketers, and then when they look at it, they say, the story is fantastic, but we can't go with it here. If you want this to go far, we need it. So we get another writer from Nigeria, they finish their own, they send to us, we read it, we say, God, you guys try, but this is not what we're looking for. Finally, we were able to come there. And at least anyone that look at it now will know that. Because the story starts from the script. If you get it wrong from the script, then you get it wrong anyway. So that is how we came to this particular level. And I thank God for her. She has been so, nobody, what she's doing, trust me, nobody can do it. I tell you, a real business person will want to go more far. But she trusts me like as if I'm her own brother. She's doing a lot of things, and even the other time she was fighting with the husband, how you guys spend this kind of money, She's there. So, and I told her that we cannot be disappointed. I know myself. And Kaba here, I've been with anything one day, I'm calling him, I'm updating him also is supporting. So it has been a collaborative effort. Only me can do it. You understand? So I want to appreciate her for that effort. Standing and say, another person will say, oh, because my husband is fighting, Pastor, forget about this. And during the process, a lot of things is happening to her, just to discourage her. She call me and say, Pastor, look at what is happening to me. And should have first I say, Mama, whatever that is happening, put it in the dustbin, let's go. This one will work. Let the other one don't work, but this one must work. You know. So, and she always hear me. When I say, Pastor, I trust you, go ahead. I know if you say we'll go, it will work. I say we'll work. No devil will stop this one. You know, so not easy. And then Akaba also have been helpful. Anytime I run to him, he say, guy, let's go. He also is pushing to see that we get final, because this project, sometimes you say you have a budget of $60,000. Trust me, it will pass. you go, no matter what you do, because you want to get the best. Any place you stop, you cannot compromise, because one compromise, you will lose everything. You know, so I want to appreciate Mama, I want to appreciate Mr. Kabak for every effort. We have been collaborating together. They have been so transparent. You know, so finally I'm going to allow my boss to say one or two things, because we are live on air in a very big platform, and people need to understand. Because sometimes they will feel that we are joking. We are not joking. So maybe after what he is going to advise us, then you journalists have the open door, open this thing to ask us any question, and we'll close. Thank you very much, everybody. Sorry that I keep on bringing you.
Okay, no problem. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I want to say thank you for having me. Thank you. I'm going to keep this short. Now, I've been in movies for over 25 years, obviously, on the ground, but this is very important. When you're into movies, you have to be into movies to make money. When you make up your mind from the very beginning that you're into this to make money, in the end, you eventually end up making money. Why am I saying this? I have interacted with so many creatives, and that is the problem. They are creatives, they are not businessmen. So when they are working as creatives, your industry will not grow. The reason the Nigerian movie industry grew, the people that were pushing the industry were traders. Before then, we've always had industry in Nigeria, right from the 60s, but those were people that studied abroad, they came back, they wanted to shoot the best thing. They would release it like that and make their money. We might laugh, but trust me, that was how it grew. When you make the mistake of putting creativity before business, your industry will not grow, because the industry will grow when the actors are being paid, the cinematographers are being paid. You can call them to keep doing movies. So my advice now is that regardless, you must always, well not must always, for me, I would advise put business first. Have your budget and stick to it no matter what happens. If you have a cast that comes late once, please sack them that day and get someone else. Do not compromise on any of these things, because time is money. I do not want to talk too much, so that's just what is in my advice. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Like what he said, I don't know, but he has said it, or there's no need to continue because of our time. I think we allow the journalists to have one or two questions, and then now we close for the day. Thank you everybody for coming. I appreciate every input. God bless us.
I have two questions and a suggestion. My first question is, will this collaboration continue? And secondly, you mentioned earlier on that you will be in foreign expertise in this movie. What difference will it make? And my suggestion here is, although you have already spoken a lot about that you will allow this expertise to give out their knowledge to Sierra Leoneans. I just want you to please put more emphasis on that, so that when we go, I believe the next time KID-AFAN and you guys are used to them, that Sierra Leoneans will have been recruited for them to continue this match, because we are saying it's an African movie, they're all African, but I believe Sierra Leone also want to be independent, want to do our own things. Now we as the Nigerians and the Ghanaians. So I'll stop here.
So let him answer. Now we'll do it all the time.
All right. One reason why I accepted to roll on this project is because after I'm quite an observant person, and I've been studying how our industry is. And when I look at the background of a few people in the African industry, example, Frank Raja, Abdul Salam and the rest, they are not Ghanaians, but they went to Ghana to build the industry. So when we have these guys around, I thought to feel that maybe we need them so that we can change our industry. And then maybe after we've done that, we can ask them to leave. So we take over. But if you cannot get an industry where you want it, and you feel that you're there, it becomes a problem. Like Mr. Nelson said, we should not be in this business for pleasure. We should be in the business to make money. I want to see my actors, the producers, now driving Range Rovers or SUVs. We've got people who've done 10, 15, 20 30 movies. Where has that taken them? Nowhere. Yeah? It doesn't mean that bringing these people are going to change their lives. No. But for me, I'm confident that it's going to impact on our locals, because we have people who can light. But trust me, I can tell you that we have challenge in lighting certain scenes. We have people who can do sounds very well as well, but there are some other technicalities maybe we need to learn from other people who have done it better. So when these people are coming, the few who are coming are going to work with our best here, and also the people who are on the learning process, to see how they can tap into what they have already that we do not have. When I saw the lights guy, the things the light guy sent to Pastor Afan, no light person has ever done that in Syria. With all the people I've known who are lighting things. He said different shots, different light systems, or different light system for scenes. And asking him, which kind of light do you think this print will go with? Then based on that light system you want your movie to go with, that is the kind of equipment he is going to get for you to light the scene. And I think as filmmakers or creatives, we need to learn all of these basics, which most of us do not know. And to your question, the collaboration, I'm sure, is going to continue for over and for always. But we have to keep in mind that this is a business, and it's not about they are bringing foreigners. If it's going to take us that time to learn from them, I want us to accept that fact that we need to learn more so that we can get to where we want to go.
Okay. Before we move back on, I write for the Calabash newspaper. I have 3 things I want us to look at. One is equality. Although you already started talking about it, because I wanted to assure equality. You know, when you look at we've been following these Leone movies, we've been watching Leone movies, and you watch other movies. Equality, the aspect of equality is very key. And so for you to have your film aired in international platforms, it's supposed to be at a high standard quality. So what are we expecting to see in this particular project in terms of quality? Because if the movie is not that, it doesn't have that kind of quality, definitely there's going to be a problem. Secondly is the aspect of casting. When you watch international movies and you watch other movies, there is difference. And when you do not know how to cast people in different roles, then there's also going to be some problem with the movie of itself. So how are you going to handle again the aspect of casting so that you'll be able to have the right people at the right role, so that at the end of it, the movie is not going to be a Sierra movie as you said, but it's going to be an African movie or even the world at large. And finally, the aspect of marketing. Sierra Leone, we have movies here. There are very good movies that people have been producing in Sierra Leone, but the aspect of marketing is also a problem. How many people know about Sierra Leone movies? How many people are going out to Sierra Leone movies? So how are you going to ensure that these 3 areas, quality, casting, and marketing, these 3 are very key areas? So how are you going to ensure that this particular project, you lay emphasis on these 3 areas, so at the end of it all, you are going to use dividend? Now you are talking about money. And if you cannot market your movie, then definitely how are you going to have a money from your movie? So how are you going to ensure that these 3 areas are looked into this particular project?
All right.
Can I answer the question of quality, please? Now, when it comes to quality in film, this is very important. There is no good quality or bad quality. I'm talking about film now. What you have is good sound and bad sound. Now, if you shoot your movie and it looks like Harry Potter, that kind of style, my mom will not watch it. She hates that quality. She hates it with a passion. If you shoot your movie and it looks like Batman and everything is black, she won't watch it. She will say, is something wrong with your camera?
The first time I went to film in Asaba, this was about 18 years ago, I was giving them over-the-shoulder shots and all this, what I call quality shots, because, you know, I'm a London boy. They said, what is this? I said, this is how you... They said, no, that if I film this particular film like that, for the market they are targeting, they are going to shoot to that standard. It doesn't mean that that standard is higher or lower. You just have to understand your market. When you understand your market, you shoot accordingly, but your sound must be good. It is wrong, I have to emphasize this, it is wrong to believe that Hollywood's quality is better than ours. It is not. Their marketing is better, their market is bigger. That's why they make much more money. It's not because they have better quality. That is what they have sold to their audience. So coming back to quality, let me not diverse too much. The quality that they will produce, that is why they are bringing a technical team from Nigeria to produce the kind of quality for the market they are going for. So that's what I have to say about quality.
And in addition to that, if you heard what Pastor Afan was saying here, we have to review the script 5 times. That is to ensure that we know what we want to target and we know what we want to give to Sierra Leonean people, African people, and the globe. Yeah? So on quality, we want to assure you that we're going to do our best to attract the audience we are targeting. And for casting, it's gonna be really, really something for the people who know me, know that I don't compromise. The people who've worked with me know I don't compromise on anything. And for me, we've been deliberating. So it's not just gonna be like, come and pass and take this role and act. No. We're going to ensure that the director of the movie, after maybe making suggestions to him or after his audition, we have the right people on the right set, on the right role. No sentiment, no anything. But that is what we're going to assure you all. And the last question is marketing. I think one reason why we really want to do the collaboration is having different faces. A Ghanaian person or a Nigerian person is to expand our market. Because within the 8 or 7 million people we have in Sierra Leone, I'm not sure we have up to 1 million people who do really buy or watch our films. So, if we want to attract that kind of a market, where we get people interested, I'm not sure there's anyone in this room or outside this room who do not want to watch Mamaji or Vicente or Neda Kofi. So this is a strategy we want to use also to expand our market. Yeah? And I want to assure you and the rest of the team in this room that this project...
Recording in progress.
This project is going to be an extraordinary project. I have not involved in anything like this for quite a long time. So for me, staking my name to this is because I believe in what we intend to achieve. So I want to assure you that we are going to do our best to get the quality we want and get the right cast and the right sense, rules, and also create a film for the right market.
So, final question. How are Leone going to be part of the audition? How is it going to be? There are going to be forms that are going to be out, that people are going to purchase, or which platform can people be part of this particular project? And what is the cost of the project of itself?
Okay, first of all, let me answer this. Now, for now, after this press conference, we have a phone number which will be shared to you guys. People can do audition and send it to that number. Because we want to open it up to those that are in the provinces. Don't want to limit. So we want people to do, you can take yourself 1 minute stuff you think you can do, send it to the number, so we have time to watch and pick up. Because that make it easy for everyone. You can stay in your room, give your sister, film me, you can act what you think you can act, send it to the number, we download, then we have a big screen we watch, you see what the person can do, you put your number there. So if you think that this person is good, we'll mark you and feel that, okay, those who are going to choose from that virtual audition will now come together to present them to the director. But at the end of the day, the director also, who is going to bring that story to life, we have to decide those that work with him. We have a limitation when it comes to technical, because when you're doing a movie, the director is in charge of the technical. He is the one that is going to bring that story to visual. So he may believe that this person you bring, I don't like, he cannot play this movie. I may not need to impose if I'm trusting him to do that for me. And even if I'm the one directing that, you can't impose somebody. If I feel that you are not good to do this, and you are the producer, you cannot say, I must use it, and I leave it for you. If you know you can do it, then do it. Let me leave you. Because I don't want tomorrow, anything go wrong, you say, it is my fault. You get that? So nobody's buying form. Audition is not payable, it's free of charge. Because we're not here to come and exploit anybody. It's free of charge. Let people be free to give us the best. So coming to the...
How to call our name? Yes, the journalist. Our name.
Please, ma, they need your name so that they can pick it up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Please, we have only one more question.
One last question. Wait.
Her name.
Okay. My name is Dr. Isaac Jallo. So don't go pronouncing Jallo. It's Kake Jallo, right? It's just spelled in a French way. That's the name I got for my husband from Ivory Coast. So it's a French spelling. So I just want people to pronounce it as Jallo. Thank you. Kake Jallo.
So can you give them the spelling? Can you give them the spelling?
D-I-A-L-O. Jallo, but it's pronounced Jallo. D-I-A-L-O.
Yes, sir. Yes. Once again, I'm still at my question goes directly to Madam.
Okay.
So she's saying to know, you being a woman in this Sierra Leone movie industry, I just want you to share with us what are the challenges that you have been through for this to be a success, and also what will people want to see for KID-AFAN films in the near future?
Thank you very much, Steve, for that question. Being a woman, we know it's a challenge, but one of our brothers there really did say something that made me feel welcome to the industry. But I don't let that stop me, because my whole thing in this is not just about me. It's also about the other individuals that will benefit from the movie industry in Sierra Leone and how we can create change in our society. So being an advocate for change, development, and things that will see a nation grow, I use those as my strong weapons. I use those as the things that motivate me to continue to strive for success, to continue to strive for change in Sierra Leone. So when you come into a profession that you didn't academically go to school for, but you're doing it because you know that you have the resources to see how you can help other individuals, I believe, those are what continues to motivate me. I know Pastor John highlighted a few things that I would say to him. You know what? I do trust you. I know this movie would bring us something that we also going to. He has assured me, right? Not only has he assured me, but I have also read this script and see that the things that have been put in place will actually help us, to move forward. So for the last 2.5 years, there hasn't been something that I would look and say, you know what, I'm doing this because I'm getting money for it. No, I think I'm doing this because I'm dedicated and trying to see how best we can bring change to the movie industry. With that, we know many people will be employed. With that, we know that we can see creative talent out there on the screen, not just left in the box or closet. Yeah. So I'm hopeful, and I know that this is a step in the right direction with the people that surround us right now. And I just want everybody to have an open mind. Right, to have an open mind that in life sometimes you experience challenges. But maybe something will come along that will change that narrative. So that's where I would say the question lies, and the response to that question for me, I just keep going. I go through my moments that I'll say, is this worth it? I have people that will tell me, you're wasting your time. Well, I don't think I'm wasting my time. That's the truth. I am not wasting my time. I just want the people that we work with to also be passionate and dedicated as the producers, as the executive producers, as the directors, and everybody within this project should know that they should be proud to be part of it, because this is going to make us look different, and we're going to change the whole narrative of Sierra Leone movie industry and African movie as a whole.
Thank you very much, Ma. I think we're drawing the curtain here. Please, each we supply more especially the number and every other thing. So I think we're going to create some.
I think if you are part of the media, we have already sent it.
So any other information you need, but now please, you guys are going to help, because this is not just to come as journalists and then you limit there. We need publicity from you. Don't go and cross your leg and expect Sierra Leone movie to go when you are not doing nothing. You understand what I'm saying? We also need your input. We also need you guys. You guys come out when we're filming. Come to location. See what is going on there. Give it back to you. You guys have 60% part to play to make the industry go. But you guys are not doing it. You guys fold your arms, you wait until we come call you, give you money. No. You start looking for us, looking for stories, go to locations, take information, bring it back to your channel, promote us. But you guys are not doing it. And you're asking us, how do we want to take you guys to the world when you guys that are supposed to do that are not doing it?
But Sierra Leone entertainment industry, there are times, even if you want to have an interview with somebody, you'll be calling him. Okay, we're not going to blame. So please, let's forget about the past. I will take a new stage.
For this one, let's have.
We want to see what our press can do.
We'll give it a try. We'll give it a try.
We are going to be feeding you back our step to step. We want to see how you guys are bringing that on the air. Thank you very much. We were challenging you guys. Yes. Okay, Mama, thank you very much for being with us. We appreciate you so much. We know we woke you up early. You're supposed to be sleeping by now, but thank you for being part of it. Thank everyone for coming. God bless you. So I think we're close.